You love to hear it. There's going to be more TDs in the doll on 100 and something thousand euro each. And obviously they're giving themselves a pay rise, so don't worry about that. They won't struggle for the money. So from 160 it's going to go to 174, and then obviously for the next few years it's going to keep going up. So eventually the Irish Parliament will probably have Dáil Éireann, and we'll have probably, God only knows, maybe 200 and something if the way it's going. Because again, it goes by the population, how big the population is changing. As we know, everybody from Timbuktu has come in from the country, from different countries around the world, and basically that's put up the population tenfold. So, it's a huge increase. And the point, and this is the main thing, what is the point of having 14 extra TDs? Does it do any good to the Irish people, you and me, the only taxpayer? Because at the end of the day, the people that the people that are going into the audit are getting paid by you, me, the taxpayer. We're going out and working hard, and our taxes are going to them. So what do we get out of it? What does the Irish taxpayer get out of it? Well, pretty much fuck all, because they get all the money, and they're looked after the best. The only Irish Joe gets fucked over, of course, in the nicest possible terms, and that's literally the nicest possible term to put it, because it's no good. Like, you could have 5 TDs there in the 11, and still they do really nothing for anybody. To be good for nothing, to be totally honest with you. And I think, and this, particularly this sets in the state now, and the sets of democracy, I suppose, etc., what people are thinking is people feel very let down, particularly the young generation, by democracy, by the Irish system. The system is fucked. Let's just put it that way. The system is fucked. It's banjoed. It's literally banjoed. The system is against the only Joe. In terms of, even if you plan to buy a house or build a house, the system's always going to be there to fuck you over somehow. The bureaucratic system, because it's such bullshit. Forms and things, everything's there to fuck everybody over as much as humanly possible, and as much bureaucracy as humanly possible too. Nothing is ever simple in this country. So long story short, do we need them? No, we don't really need them. To be totally honest, they should stay at 160. Because to be totally honest, there's not enough representation. There's not enough voices, because you hear it across all the political parties: Sinn Féin, Labour Party, Social Democrats, people before profit. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Keep going. Don't ask questions. Everything's fine. Don't question anything. Same with basically all of them agree on everything. Take for example migration. All the political parties, apart from maybe Into and a few rural independents, and the same with the referendum, was plain as daylight. This is a great example. It was plain as daylight. All the parties in Dáil Éireann, Sinn Féin, the main opposition party, so-called opposition, Sinn Féin, the Labour Party, People Before Profit, the Social Democrats, Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael, and some independents. But it was only the rural independents and N2 that said, this is not in the interest of the Irish people, and so it wasn't. And the Irish public showed that to the government in the biggest defeat in any referendum for the Irish state in the history of the state. The 2 biggest defeats in terms of the family care referendum, etc. And the government and everybody got it wrong. The opposition party, Sinn Féin particularly, got it wrong. And Sinn Féin would have called you far-right racist if you didn't vote for that, to be told. Only for now they're backtracking a bit, but back in the day, back before the election, was saying if somebody doesn't vote for this, they're against equality, they get this, they get stance, the other thing, everything else under the sun. But long story short, it's pretty much the same consensus. They all agree with each other, to be honest. There's no really opposition. There's no really different voice, basically. It's all just the one narrative. It's not really a diff narrative, to be totally honest, in terms of everything. Because again, they seem to agree with everything, to be totally honest. The majority of members of Dáil Éireann and Shannon, they don't seem to have different opinion. Maybe Matthew McGrath and stuff like that, you could say, in different things that way. But long story short, I don't think we need an extra few TDs. I think we need less TDs in the Dáil, because at this stage it's too much overbloating. We can't have too many members of the Irish Parliament, the Finnish Parliament, the Irish Parliament. Taking the dumb man in the picture behind me, but we can't have too many people. Reason why, because half the people we don't, often TDs I hear about and I haven't heard of them in my life, to be totally honest. So the more TDs you have, the less you're going to know of them, etc. And it's important for the Irish public, the Irish taxpayer, to know who's their TD, or who's even just an only TD in a different constituency. It's important. And having too many too, it's going to overload the system. And especially as you deem the amount of money that we're paying, 120,000 or so a year. 120,000, think about that. And only salary, that's just the basic salary. Then you add in allowances, car allowances, all that. You have a fair few million. I would nearly go as far as saying 100 and something million was spent on TD salaries and expenses, allowances, then ministers' allowances, all that. If you added up all to get 100, maybe 70 million, And that's probably what it is. It's probably like that, and then it's going to go up to probably maybe 270 million. So it's a sliding slope, if you may use that word. And particularly, I think less politicians too. It's good for democracy, to be totally honest, because people actually trust the people they've let in. Because at the moment in time, people are electing people that don't even know anything about who they're associated, what's their background, etc., etc. And I could go on. There's a lot I could say on this, but it's trying to put pen to paper, I suppose, to describe it. But just wanted to get that. We should have less TDs, not more. Thank you.